Hold on. All right. Refresh the stream if it went out. How do I even type that? Damn, dude. Wow. Oh my gosh, man. I can't believe that. Did it go out for 30 seconds? What the hell? Okay, well, I hope everyone's still here, but oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Like, what an annoying thing to happen. Like, it just interrupted the whole damn stream. My phone popped up with a, oh, you have a UI system update or something stupid like that. And I think it just turned the stream off for half a second, and I had to get it back. Maybe it will still be the same on the VOD. I don't know. I hope so. Only went out for like a split second. Does it? Is the timer reset? Hold on, let me check. Let me check. That's such a pain in the ass, though. I wish I could have turned that off. And it was like, oh, system update. I'm like, really? Like right now? And then it just went off the stream for a second. That's so annoying. Very annoying. All right, we're going to keep working on this pumpkin. But I hope everyone's still out there and it's back. Literally cheeks, man. As I'm making the cheeks for this pumpkin, essentially. It just fully commandeered the stream on me. Commandeered the fucking thing on me. I closed out of it pretty fast, so maybe that helped. But yeah, that's obnoxious. Oh, UI update. I'm gonna have to go check out the notifications or whatever for that, so that doesn't happen again. Because, come on, right now in the middle of everything. Sheesh. It may just be okay though on the VOD side of things. It might not show anything happen, since it was just like a split second between it going out and coming back in, right? But it is a pain. It is a pain and a shame. Yeah, I'm hoping that side of it's at least good to go. But yeah, streaming just straight off the phone can be pretty annoying for just simple reasons like that. But yeah, I'm hoping on the VOD it will not, like, it'll still be like a 2-3 hour stream or whatever. But now I can't check how long I've been on. And I'm like, well, whatever. Okay. So I know it's still super red, but we got kind of a little pumpkin shape. I'm going to put some eye holes on the front and get everything back on track. You got another 3 hours at work? Oh, now I got to do another 3 hours? Well, depending on how cold it is, man. I might. I just might have to. Yeah, it does say 5 minutes, though, huh? Brother. Hold on, let me check. We'll see. It didn't. It didn't. It's not showing a VOD yet. So I don't think it split it up. I want to say it just reset the stream timer. Which is a pain. I was like, you know, I finally started the stream and the mic wasn't muted and everything was cool. And then that happened. It's going to be 20 here tonight. Dude, I'm telling you, the past few days it's been ultra cold. All right, so I'm letting this cool down just a little so I can try to show you the actual color. But if you could see that, it's starting to look more like a little pumpkin. I left the front more open because that's where I'm going to put the skull face. So let's go. All right, so typically I'll use some other tools to make the indentions, but I'm just going to go for the tweezers since we got a kind of a small area to work with. You know what, I'm going to do one more line and just work around that, to be honest. Make it full pumpkin mode. Because I'm going to have to redo some of the lines anyway. Once I start heating it back up, I'm going to have to put a lot of those indentions back into place anyway. So, it's all right. All right, we've got a little pumpkin junior. Where were we at before, though? I think we were at like 1.5, 2 hours, right? Let's hope so. I'll do at least 30, 40 more minutes. We'll get this done, of course. Ah, yes. Cool. All right, so what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to get the front really hot, and I'm going to use the tweezers, the tweezies, to make some indentions for the eye holes. Just going to give it a poke. And then I'm going to come to go back into it and do like a circular motion. Nice. Those are looking good. Ah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, man. The damn OS update came up. Like I'm going to do that right now. Come on. Get out of town. All right, so if you can see that, we got some little eyes, little indentions on the pumpkin here. So I'm going to take this really thin, small piece from earlier, and we're going to add a few kind of skull features, right? pretty much just putting on almost like a little, kind of like some eyebrows in a way. And heating that all back up so it looks almost angry. Angry eyes. Don't make me get my angry eyes. And then also just heating it up from both sides so it doesn't cause any cracking or problems. And then now we got to work with some fine-tune detailing. So I got a little bit of an eyelid and a little bump on the side that's kind of like the cheekbone. And I'm just going to do the same on both sides. I appreciate everyone that did refresh the stream though when it went out for half a second because of the stupid whatever OS update annoyance. Means a lot. Yeah, that's one thing I will have to fix though if I'm going to keep doing the glass streams just straight off of the phone with the bare bones basics in the studio, then I'm going to have to make sure there's no weird little interruptions like that happen again. Pretty sure it won't affect the VOD though, so VOD watchers, you get the upper hand on this one. Sort of. All right, make sure all that's melted in. Now we got some kind of like little goggles, little eyebrows. Looking kind of cool so far. I like it. Thank you, buddy. Oh, you might have said that a minute ago, but still, thank you. All right, so now I'm going to lay on just a tiny bit of color and make a baby nose indentation. Get that super hot. I'm going to take the knife one more time. We're going to go boop. We're going to lift it up, make a little nose. Just going to lay a knife line on either side as well. Make it look more skull-like, essentially. All right, cool. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. You got a little face and nose coming together swimmingly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add even more color on the bottom. and kind of add some teeth, or an area where I can like make some indentions for some teeth, basically. Not a ton, because I don't want to ruin, I want to make this one sort of simple. But I'm going to add some color on. We're going to get it nice and hot. Make sure the nose bone is still good to go as well. And I'm just going to kind of bring that down and make a flat area to work with. Take the mini torch. Get that all sealed in. Sheesh! Certain colors are brighter than others, and that orange is bright. Okay, so now I've got this little part. We're going to just make some small kind of teeth indentions on the bottom. Nothing crazy. Maybe just 3 of them. 3 to 4 little chompers. Adding all those lines with the hot glass and the indentions of the knife. All right. Color did get a little boily on the front, which is kind of annoying, but still looks pretty cool, I think. Gonna flatten these out a little bit as well. Sorry about that. Trying to get some of the detail in there nice and smooth. Cool. So here's what we're rocking so far. Make sure it's nice and hot though and nothing cracks on us. So I just heard something weird. It has been out of the kiln for a sufficient amount of time, so just gonna reheat the face. Make sure it's all good to go. All right, so we got a pumpkin and a little skull face on there. It might be hard to kind of see the teeth, but it's coming out pretty cool. Almost done as well. I just have to add, do I have some good green? Yeah, I got a little bit of green here. So we're gonna add that on the top as the stem. And then it'll be about done. All right, 2 seconds though. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And then we're gonna finish up with this project. Bang! Oh, I wasn't too focused on the face. Well, I appreciate you, buddy. I'll show it again. Maybe it'll do a better job. Hold on. little spooky. A little spooky pumpkin skull man. All right, we're covering all the upcoming holidays too. Man, it's getting chilly. Hopefully I can wrap this up pretty soon. It should be done momentarily. Man, I just got to get the stem on the top and do a few other bits. It should be done. But then I have to do the knife lines on the stem, which can kind of be difficult. So maybe it will just be a little sculpture instead of a pendant. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. And we will continue the Torch Tuesday glass blowing stream supreme. All right, be right back. It's pretty chilly out here now. Oh gosh. Okay, maybe I'll just try to put the stem on the top, stem it up, and then I think possibly call it a day. I think I'll just do the stem and then oh, no worries, buddy. Hey, appreciate you still being here, man. Yeah, I had a weird thing with the phone trying to update, and I hope Hope it came back on quick. Yeah, I got you. Just get the mic back on here. Here. Little sipper. All right. Yeah, as I said before, though, it will go back to this color, this orange. But since it's hot right now, it just looks super red. But we got a nice, cool little pumpkin skull. Now I just got to add the stem on top, basically. All right. Should I go for more of this dark green or a little lighter? I'm thinking the dark green will look more appropriate color-wise. So I'm going to kind of pre-shape this a little bit, and we're going to make a cool little stem to top the pumpkin. Oh my gosh. The cold air is sneaking in my cheekins. Sneaking up the cheeks for real. Oh man, yeah, it's got to be like 35 right now. But it's looking good. And I've had a fun little return to Torch Tuesdays today. So we'll be around, but you got to get a couple of things done. Hey, no worries, man. I should be kind of ramping up sort of soon. The cold air sneaking in is somewhat kicking me out of the studio. But I appreciate the lurk. Okay. Oh, before I take that out, we're going to kind of pre-shape a little bit of this green for the stem. But yeah, I do, yeah, I hope that weird update thing that booted me off the stream for half a second doesn't go on the VOD or anything. I don't think it will, since it was super brief. All right, so I'm just going to kind of thicken this end up a little bit. Then I'm going to give it just a bit of a flatten down with the bottom of the knife there. Kind of pre-shape that stem area before I attach it to the top here. Yeah, I do. Oh man, I want to do a lot more of these Torch Tuesday streams, but I do have to get something sorted with the ventilation to where I can have it a little more high powered, because it's not very good for you to breathe in any hazardous things, fumes from the glass, you know? I'm sacrificing for the stream. I don't want it as loud. Maybe I can try to move it back a little bit and have it on full capacity. That way, hopefully, the mic will only pick up the voice and the music instead of the loud ventilation system. All right, so now I'm just going to heat the top up, and we're going to seal on this bit of green to create the stem. Make sure it's a nice fluid seal, and both the colors are the exact same temperature. I'm gonna have to rework the knife lines too, because they're gonna lose some definition when I'm adding this on. All right, got that sealed in, looking pretty solid. Then what I'm going to do with the top, make it a little thinner, and kind of go up, peel it around. So we got a little bit of a stem on the top of our pumpkin skull now. Also, another thing I'm going to do is hit it with the mini torch. Make sure there's no gaps or anything in between the two colors there. Cool. That's looking nice. Nice and even Stevens. I'm going to grab the knife again and re-add some of those lines to make it look more pumpkin-y once again. The cracks, the crevasses, the structure of the pumpkin. But you can see we got a nice little kind of stem top to our pumpkin skull, and I'm going to pull this top part out and transform it into a loop so it can be a wearable piece. And I may give this one away, maybe do a little Halloween giveaway of sorts. I think that could be cool. All right, so now I'm just gonna thicken it up a little bit. Then I'm gonna pull it back out. So make the end, because I want that tapered kind of stem look. But at the same time, I don't want the loop end to be too thin either. So I'm gonna get that hot. I'm gonna give it a pull. And I'm gonna bring it around town. So kind of just thin out that end as I pull it back and around. Ah, yes, the old-timey. Oh, it's that weird song again, damn it. I liked the beginning of that, and then it got all creepy on me. Just sounds like something the Grinch would listen to. And then it gets all cool again. I remember this one though from a couple streams back. Like it's all chill and happy, and then it's just like boom, boom, boom. I can't skip it right now though, so my bad. All right, so I'm basically just kind of bending that stem around so I can make it a loop. So it'll be a wearable piece. Man, it's getting cold out here, ladies and gentlemen. Super chilly. All right, just kind of shaping it up because I want it to look as much like a stem as well. I want it to blend in and not be super noticeable that this is the loop side. So I'm just going to tag that on real quick. Make sure it's open. Nice. And then seal in the back end with the mini torch. With a little teeny tiny flame. All right, now we got a little loop so it can be a wearable pendant. So I'm going to hit that with the flame one more time. Kind of open up the hole just a little bit. And then I'm going to shape it out on the sides so it's more stem looking. All right, so now we got our little pumpkin skull, a little stem loop on the top. And to make it even cooler, I'm going to add some knife lines to the stem to kind of wrap around to give that more of a what do you call it? Organic look. So just heating the areas that I want to make some small indentions with the knife. Nice. It's doing what I want. All right, we're going to pop it in the kiln for a second, let it warm up. This has been out for a good moment here. But here's what we got so far. We got a cool little pumpkin skull, and I added some knife lines. I don't know if you can see them. It might not be super focused right now. Put some knife lines in the stem part so it looks a little more natural, a little more organic, right? Uh-oh. I just heard something. Make a noise. I knew I left it out of the kiln a little too long, though, with how hot it was. So hopefully that wasn't too bad, but I did kind of hear a crack. Damn it. Ah, the nature of glass blowing. I probably should have just put it in and then done that afterwards, shown the product. Oh well, it's all good. I think it'll be fine. I want to say I saw what happened. It might just be on the teeth part. So I'll just try to reheat that. Hopefully it's not toast after all that work. But solid pieces like that can be a more forgiving. So should be good. Should be good. Oh, let's let that warm up for a moment. I'm gonna hit the old vape. Oh, I forgot to grab my. I was gonna grab my kendama and do a couple quick tricks while I wait for stuff like this. Could be worth it. I'm gonna go grab it real quick. We'll let this warm up for a second, and I'll grab that. But it's looking pretty cool so far. Yeah. All right, Nomad, I got you. All right, we got it. Got the clacker ball, supreme. Play with this bad boy as we let that piece warm up for a second, because I did hear a strange noise. Hoping it's not a crack. That's too bad. Or anything. All right, let's hit it. Man, I haven't played in so long. Let's see if I can still do this damn thing. Ah! Everything's fine. It just landed on the bench. Boom. Simple spike. Oh, hold up. Man, it's been so long. I had it down for ages. I could still spike, but see if I can get a around the world. I'll do little cup, big cup spike, and then try that. Oh. Missed the combo. Try to do a bird to spike. Dang. I got a decent little combo. It is cold out here, though. I'll blame that. Ah, missed the topper. Can only get the side. My buddy, who I used to blow glass with, he's super good. I was getting decent for a while. I could do a couple stalls. Do like up here and down here and a couple other bits, but I haven't played in ages. A little rusty. Also, what's a better side to stand on here? Maybe over here? Okay. Nope. There we go. Yeah, my buddy Harrison is he can do some crazy stuff. He can do a few little knick-knack paddywhacks, but nothing insane. Ah, missed the spike. Got the bird though. Bird is the word. All right. One more and let's pull this piece out. Bang! Cool. I'm going to give it a quick inspect too. Ah, yes. I see what happened. A little crack on the mouth. Damn it. Going down to the bottom. But hopefully I can just reheat that out, even though that area on the front's a little bubbly. I'm hoping that'll work okay. But before I do that, here's what we got. A little skull. A little pumpkin skull with a kind of twisty stem that's also the loop, so you could wear it as a pendant. Fingers crossed. I think I just had it out of the kiln for a little too long with how cold it's getting in here. I think it cracked the top. Hope it sorts it out. Thanks for showing the skills, brother. Ah, of course, man. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Always good to see you. Always good to see you, mate. Yeah, man, I hope you have a rad rest of your day, and I'm sure I'll catch you on your stream very soon as well. Much love, mate. Thank you, OP. Appreciate that, buddy. All right, let's see if we get this crack out. Hoping it doesn't blow up. It looks pretty cool. I'm liking it. So fingers crossed. And then I think I'm going to wrap up for the day because it's getting cold. I think the feels like temp is like 29 degrees. I'm a chilly Kermie. Much love, buddy. Much love. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm a little nervous. I hope the crack doesn't spread and we can just heal it out and get everything sorted, but you never know with this glass blowing stuff. So I'm going to get the mini torch fired up. And I'm trying just following the line that it sort of cracked on with the mini torch. And fingers crossed that works everything out for us. Because, yeah, I want to say I just left it out of the kiln for a second too long. Just a smidge. I'm going to heat this front part. Also, don't want to lose any definition of what I've already worked on. You know, I think I got it. I think I did it. So we're not going to mess with it too much. I'm just going to reheat it real fast, and we're going to pop it in the kiln. I'm going to pull it off the bottom too, so we can keep all this hot at the same time. Always heat up your tools before you grab anything. You don't want to grab hot glass with a cold tool. It can also cause crackage. You don't want crackage. Nobody do. All right, so just going to pull that off. I'm going to grab another smaller piece of glass, pull off that excess part. Make sure the bottom's all good. I'm going to also grab the knife real quick and just kind of fold the rest of these lines into the base. Make it look more pumpkinish, pumpkin-esque. And then I'm just going to heat this up and give it a little flatten on the marver pad here. Give it a nice flat bottom, nice place to chill and rest. All right, here's what we got. I'm going to throw it in the kiln and I can show you again. But came out pretty cool. Sweet. Nice. We got it. What was I going to do? Yes. I'm going to give it a little poke. Get it further back in the kiln. That's fine. Didn't go much of anywhere. Heck yeah, though. I think if everything doesn't cut out on the VOD side of things, should have been around a nice 3-hour stream. I think I did an hour now and like 2.5 earlier. So maybe 3.5, but I want to say at least 3. All right, I'm going to refill my water. We're going to take another look at the final product. Also, if you're in the Discord or follow me on Instagram as well, I'll post a picture of the final products from today. We got the nice little purple Christmas ornament done, and we got a cool pumpkin skull pendant made as well. But yeah, just because the orange is hot right now, it looks really red, but it'll look way cooler. It'll be this orange color, and it'll look it'll look a lot more like what it's supposed to. All right, I'm gonna refill my water and show you this piece one more time. We just gotta let it warm up in the kiln for a moment. Yeah, buddy. Appreciate you, OP, for sticking through on the stream. Step in if you're still out there. I hope work goes by quite swiftly as well. I'm glad you popped in. And the big man, the man, the myth, the legend, Nomadic Gaijin, popped on in. Super cool seeing him here as well because I watch a ton of his streams and really enjoy what he does. So nice to see him pop by to the little old Kermie channel. The humble Kerm abode, and all the raids and stuff as well in the past, and means a lot. Means a lot. Yeah, I tuned into a good bit of front page day. Yeah, he seemed like he was really enjoying himself. That was awesome. Yeah, exactly. Technically is, man. Saitama. I still haven't seen season 3 yet of One Punch. I've heard not so great things, honestly, for how long we had to wait. Was it like 5, 6 years? I've heard it's a bit of a letdown, but I still have to check it out. I'll have to make my own opinion on that. All right, I'm gonna fill up my water real quick, and then I'll show you the piece. All right. Heck yeah. I'm pretty stoked to have Torch Tuesdays back in commission. Hopefully the weather doesn't cool off too fast and we can do more. I do have to sort out a better solution with this vent as well. Feeling a little wobbly bobbly. Not crazy, but could just be that I'm getting hungry. All right, let's check out these pieces from the day. Gotta reheat my tweezies. And we'll take a little peek at what we made today. Ow. It's hot. Hot as a muh. All right, let me get the dust off of this bad boy. So we get the little pumpkin skull pendant. Came out pretty cool. As I said before, I'll post some pictures on the Discord and Instagram of the finished products. And then I'm going to put the glove on so I don't roast my hand like I just did. So I grab the other piece. Cool little just purple Christmas ornament. Super fun little projects. Had a great time on the Torch today. And it feels good that Torch Tuesdays have finally returned. And I have some new color on the way. Should be here tomorrow. So I'll have more supplies. That's one thing that's kind of been holding me back. I haven't had any materials much to make anything with. So it's unfortunate. Oh, all right. Nomad just went on. I don't know if I can do a raid on my phone. I don't know how. OP, I'm gonna have to make you a mod so you can do stuff like that for me. Because I don't think I can do it on mobile. I have no idea how. I would shoot him a raid because he just went live. But go check out his stream for sure. I'll do the old school raid of just go give it a peep. All right, though, my friends, much love to everyone that tuned on in to this Torch Tuesday. I really do appreciate all of you. OP, thank you so much for the gifted subareno. And thank you all just for hanging out and watching me make a couple cool pieces out of glass. It's something I really love to do. And it means a lot that all of you wanted to hang out and join me in the studio today, chilling in the glass studio. But yeah, it's kind of freezing right now, and I'm starving. All right, my friends. Thank you, everyone tuned into the stream, chatted, lurked, hung out, contributed in any and every which way. Should be back tomorrow with a gaming stream, and then I think on Thursday another glass blowing stream supreme. So hopefully I'll catch you then, depending on where you're at in the world. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day or evening. Until next time, much love and peace out. Peace. Peace, peace, peace.